Good morning. How are you? It's Caroline from Complete Fitness and Wellbeing on Friday morning with your 5 moves in 5 minutes. And as it's Friday, it's balance and strength moves for you. So as part of going through midlife, getting older, at any stage of life, really, our balance is really key. It's not something we may think about until we actually need to think about it. So if we can incorporate that into our movements daily, throughout our workouts, or when we just take that moment to stop and think about it, we are going to be constantly building on maintaining our balance, building it, strengthening it, which will help us hopefully reduce the risks of falls and injuries as we get older. Something that we really do want to try and avoid. So every week we do about 9 moves that are the same moves each week. So we're building and progressing on that particular movement. I'm going to show you 2 of those today. We have shown you before, so we're going to keep doing them. And then we've got 3 other moves that add variety, a little strength and balance to those different movements. So if you're going to join in, please make sure you are feeling fit and well. And as always, only do what is right for you and your body. If, as we are balancing, you need some support, have some support close to hand, whether it's a chair, a hand on the wall, whatever it is you need. And just break things down into manageable pieces that work for you, and then we can progress. Also, we can regress depending on what's going on. Also, clear safe space. We don't want any additional hazards or get in our way, really. So first of all, we're going to start off with 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. One of our regulars, a tiptoe, bend, lower, straighten. Now this one can be done body weight, or you can hold a weight as well. I'm going to hold a weight just for that little extra bit of resistance. So 45 seconds, off we go. So I'm holding my weight, my feet are hip width apart. I'm gently coming up onto tiptoes. I'm going to then bend my knees, the hips hinge back, lower my heels down, straighten. Now, how does that feel? It could be just coming up onto tiptoes and back down is enough. Or can we go into that tiptoe, get that little hinge, knees bend into a mini squat, lower the heels down and then straighten. So tiptoe, bend, lower, straighten. It's a good opportunity again just to notice how the toes feel, the ankles, the knees, the hips coming up, bending, lowering, back up again. So tiptoe, bend, lower, straighten. The next move, as we generally cue everything to have your sort of feet hip width apart, and as we're walking, we have generally sort of that sort of stance, feet hip width apart, maybe a little bit less. But what happens when we need to change our stance? What if we can't walk like this? We've got to narrow it. So visualizing you're walking on a tightrope or a curb. I'm going to walk heel to toe. So my feet are having to adjust how far they can, or my legs stride, how far it's going ahead. And feel the connection with the floor. Feel my big toe against the heel against my big toe, so I know where it is in sort of time and space. I'm also walking backwards. So obviously I can see you and we've got the screen, so I can see what's behind me, but I'm not looking down. I'm trying not to look down. Because when we're out and about, yes, we do glance down, but we've also got to be mindful of what's going on around us. So taking all those senses, sight, sound and everything as well, incorporating that as we do those balances. Right, first move of the balance one, we're going to literally just stand on one leg. So we're doing stuff where we're incorporating balance, but when we stand still on one leg, we might notice a little bit more. We can tune in to that body part. So my left foot is moving. It might not look like it's moving, but everything is moving to keep me stabilized. My ankle is as well. Now this leg is fine, it's hovering above there. If that was too much, we could just put a big toe on the floor. So we're still in a different stance. Again, looking straight ahead at you is fine, but if I add a little bit of rotation, looking up, looking around, that changes the dynamic. So just standing, noticing how things feel, going for time as well. It could be something we do as we clean our teeth, maybe while the kettle boils, we can practice that balance. Next move, from standing to kneeling to back up again. So I'm going to use my right leg as my leading leg. I'm going to start off coming up into a knee high, instant balance, bringing that foot down, stepping back and then lowering down to my knee, bringing my other knee down. So I'm in a tall kneeling position. I'm then going to bring the right leg, I'm using the same leg, back up to that kneeling position to push up. And then right knee, knee high. I'm going to step back again, lower down, both knees down. And then I've got to bring this right leg back up again to push back up to standing. Knee high is optional. Again, you might want something close by. If you need that for that bit of support and balance, or to help give that initial push to get back up again, have it to hand. Okay, and then last move, a little bit of rotation. So again, the leg is moving out to the side. So my left leg is going to be my grounding leg. So I'm taking the leg out to the side, automatic balance, and then I'm going to take the leg behind, as if I'm going to curtsy. So I'm bending this front knee, coming back up. Can I keep the foot off the floor? So taking the leg out, getting that hip and glute to work, taking the leg behind, curtsy. Or maybe I modify it and take the leg out and back, and instead of more of a curtsy, I just tap the leg round. So I'm still getting movement through that hip, which is great for the mobility, for it to adjust as we need it. Still balancing on that one leg, but I can make it a little bit more challenging. During the class, we will do the other side as well, and rest. So 5 moves in 5 minutes, 2 moves we do on every week, so we can see our progressions, and other moves that we just add to add variety, make the body work in different ways, still incorporating that balance and that awareness. And as you can see, even just standing on one leg, the awareness is there, and that's great to have, so that we can subconsciously be applying that throughout our day. So let me know how you get on. How's your balance? Are you mindful of it? Are you working on it? I would love to know. And if you'd like to join us for this class, again, drop me a message and then I'll be in touch. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week for more 5 moves in 5 minutes. Take care. Bye.